Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back here with another KAS video.
You know, Bitcoin hoodie guy is a real OG. As far as Kaspa goes, he was that dude in the trenches from day one. We all know this. His is definitely a channel you want to subscribe to.
Thanks for that, Mike. Good luck this week. So you can see market dominance is bleeding out a little bit more, 4.23% the last day, down to 0.11%. I think it's an important metric to keep an eye on. The DXY dollar is almost back up to 106. So we're going to be talking about the COIN50. We're going to be talking about Mara SEC filing showing how much Kaspa they're holding. And Jonathan had a post. And we're going to be talking about a couple other things with Binance listings, etc. So here we are. Coinbase launches the Coinbase Index, a global crypto benchmark. You've probably heard that. If not, they're launching that. Kaspa is not included. I think one of the factors is it has to be listed on Coinbase. You can see that the majority is going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, and Dogecoin. Outside of that, there's only about 10% left. So this guy went and got all the different projects that are being listed, and you can see it gets down to some projects like EOS. Here's the full list. You could pause the video if you wanted to look at that. I'm not going to name them all. Zcash is the privacy coin, Sandbox, the metaverse stuff. Here's EOS. So that's what it did back in the 2017-2018 bull run. It never got up higher than that last time. You can see it got up to $10.50 at last bull run, and it's at 50 cents. So yeah, it hasn't even come anywhere close to basically a dead project, and that's part of it, but their Kaspa is not. We'll talk about more about that. I always, periodically come in, and I know that every quarter they're filing a 10Q on Marathon Digital Holdings, and I check, and yesterday it came out. I was going to make a video last night, just too tired with work and everything, but you can see here, as of September 30th, they're holding almost 108 million Kaspa, worth at that time of this about $17 million. They got a couple $1 million gain there. Here you can see some people are posting some snapshots. I'm not going to go through all this. There's sections of this where they do talk about Kaspa. I was just showing this holdings section. And you can see right here, Mr. Kaspa shared this. Finally, as we spoke about our last quarter, recently introduced Kaspa, our digital asset compute portfolio. As of September 30th, we held approximately 108 million Kaspa coins on our balance sheet. We intend to add to our Kaspa holdings primarily through production activities. As of now, we incur significantly less cost to produce Kaspa in US dollar terms, which helps pay for our expenses and allows us to hold a larger amount of BTC on our balance sheet. Also, you have Jonathan. He dropped a technical post on L1, L2 design, atomic composability, and other discussions. So I'll put a link in the description for that. Here it is. It's got a background, both extensive conversations, brainstorming with Sutton, Roma, and Illa at Starkware. You can see talking about having Layer 2, Kaspa L1 support for Layer 2, principles of ZK based rollups. All smart contract activity is recorded on L1 as payloads, blob and ETH jargon. So I'm not going to go through and read this. It's talking about atomic composability. Based rollups are automatically composable logic zone interactions and dependencies. Minimizing cross logic zone dependencies. Latency and async composability mode. So some of this is above my head a little bit. Average versus peak gas limit. And so I don't know if you saw that Trump is having Vivek and Elon be part of the Department of Government Efficiency. I think they're going to be outside of the government, and it's going to be for 21 months. So they're not really officially like part of the cabinet or anything. But you think that it's actually Doge and Trump's release didn't really push the price up that much. It's up 4%, but nothing crazy, on the price action, probably because Doge is already pumped up quite a bit. Plus, everyone knows that Musk is into that. So it's interesting because my dog meme coin, which is the biggest meme coin on Bitcoin, is a free and fair air launch. So if you had a runestone and you got a runestone for free, if you just held some ordinals, which they're inscriptions, and if you held that, you got the dog token for free. If you held a runestone. So there's no team allocation. They're not paying for listings. So in some ways, in technological wise, it's not the same as Kaspa, but in terms of the fact that they're not paying for listings, there's really no team at all. then it's the same as Kaspa, and Leonidas, who's kind of spearheading it, has having conversations with tier 1 exchange listings, and he's just talking about how they're not really having any kind of legal requirements or technical requirements. They have teams that can figure that out. You can see that these guys, these smaller Gate.io, MEXC, they figured out how to list it. Same thing with Kaspa. So it's not legal requirements or technical requirements really holding back. He says that you're competing against a bunch of people that can potentially offer money to Binance or Coinbase, even though they say that they're doing it for free. There's people that are offering. So part of it is the trading volume. Obviously Dog's got lower trading volume than Kaspa. We know that Kaspa is got up to like $600 million trading volume. So they know that they can make money. So we just got to be patient. We know that the Coinbase is not including that COIN50. And then here the other day when I talked about it, when Binance listed ACT and Peanut, they went crazy. And you can see Peanut made it into the top 100, 275%. So if you look at it, it's basically just a dead project. And so sometimes, I don't know, they just if you're looking from Binance and they just find some dead project, they load up on it and then they put it on Binance and it just goes to the moon. They just make $50 million pretty easy. So maybe more. So that's just pretty crazy. It shows how it's, a lot of money's made on stuff that's ridiculous that probably won't even exist in the next bull run. A lot of these good projects are, not really priced at the value that they should be. And Peanut, just a meme coin. People like meme coins. And then you just have things like EOS that's part of that 50, and then Kaspa's left on the outside looking in. So that is what it is. We got to be patient. Bitcoin, it getting close. It might have breached 90,000. Coin market cap said it didn't, but I saw on Coinbase they're showing that like it breached maybe 90,000. So Bitcoin's flying up, and we're kind of just right at the start of the crazy part of the bull run. So we'll have to wait for altcoin season, see how that shakes out, see how much liquidity rotates back into altcoins. And I think it's going to be a fun year. And we'll just have some of the stuff that we're seeing while we're on the sidelines. And I think Kaspa is going to get its day in the sun. It just takes time and patience. And eventually, I don't know how much longer they can go without listing, especially when Kaspa is doing, good trading volume. They're missing out on liquidity. And at the end of the day, that's all they care about really is making money, Binance or Coinbase. So if you found the video helpful and want to help support the channel, you can like and subscribe. Also have channel membership link in the description and pinned comment. It's 99 cents a month, and once a week I have a little video showing what percentage of what's in my portfolio. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching and have a good day.